oil they needed. And they were running out. So they said, we're down to our last resort. We must go to war. If China feels that way, right now they do. They have 90-day reserves, and they're going to have to spend significantly more money on their oil through Russian pipeline, which Russia is already expending tons and tons of resources on their current war on their battlefront with Ukraine. So you have to ask yourself, if the U.S. is positioning them to gain leverage, are they undervaluing something? Well, Japan undervalues things with America. One, their ability to mobilize the industrial complex for one, military things, aircraft carriers, boats, oil, and two, the morale Americans had and patriotism to get behind the war. Well, is America miscalculating Chinese mentality and infrastructure and industrial capabilities? The answer is China will go to war with the U.S. if they feel they're struggling. They have massive industrial capability, and it will be a war of attrition with massive losses on both our side and theirs. So I don't know where this is heading, but I can tell you, if the U.S. is to figure out a trade deal right now with China for oil, we will go into World War III. And World War III will be the most brutal war. Why? Because if both sides start to lose, they will escalate to a nuclear war. And this isn't a regular war. This is a war run by AI, and this is a war run with the most advanced weapons we have ever had. The last thing we want to see is World War III between two of the world's superpowers, China and America. So America, get your shit together, share this with your friends, share this with people who might have connections to politicians, and let's make sure we figure it out before China feels cornered, because the clock is ticking.
Independent civilian reports are coming out from soldiers that anywhere between 500 and 1,000 U.S. military troops have been killed in the Iran war in the past 2 days. As I said before, this is going to be an extremely bloody and long war. Prepare your young people to be drafted. There will be a draft opened in America. America does not have the active duty service members to fight this war. America will need new service members. So prepare your young people to go off to war. God loves you. I love you.
If you are 18 to 25, you are cooked. Going to World War III. If you are 26 to 39, you are still cooked. Because the age cap's at 39. You going to World War III. If you have ADHD, you are cooked. You are going to World War III. If you have diabetes, congratulations, you ain't going to World War III. If you have ever been put in a mental facility, congratulations, you are not going to World War III. If you are in college, I'm sorry, you are cooked. They actually want you more for the draft because they want to put you in a specialized position. You are going to World War III. If you have a master's degree, you are cooked. If you dropped out of high school, you are safe from World War III. If you are a felon, you are not going to World War III. Now is the best time to be a felon. If you are LGBTQ, I'm sorry, you are cooked. You are still going to World War III. Now, if you're transitioning, you are safe, you are not going to World War III. If you are your only mother's son, I am sorry, you are cooked, you are going to World War III. If you are a woman, you are only half cooked, because men are required to go first, but at any time Congress can change legislation if they need more people. If you have kids, you are going to World War III. But if you're actively pregnant, you are not going to World War III. If you have major depressive disorder or severe anxiety, you got to be able to prove, you got to be documented, or you are cooked. If it's not documented, you going to World War III. Like and comment for part 2.
All right, move.
Hey, Elon. First and foremost, Assalamu alaikum. Okay?
Hold on, man. I'm doing something.
Happy Ramadan. Yes, I just want to get through my formalities out of the way.
See me paying.
That ain't got nothing to do with that. You know, I'm just here to speak on behalf of my people. We ain't never had an issue with y'all. My name is actually Arabic. And as a matter of fact, if you do anything about niggas, we really do admire the community. As a matter of fact,
She
when
crying.
I
I
go to
mean,
prison, they
she
come
begging.
out, mashallah. A whole lot of niggas don't even eat pork just off the strength of solidarity. Have y'all ever heard of Malcolm X? Y'all would love him. If only y'all knew how much black folks really fuck with y'all. Like, You know how many Samajes was walking around? My son's middle name is Ali. It is, let's be a little bit more intentional with our get back. Y'all have our permission. Just something to think about.
Listen, man. There's a war going on outside. I'm here to save from. In the words of Prodigy, rest in peace. I can't tell you what to do. Because in some cases, I don't know what to do. For example, in America, I don't even understand with the Epstein's files and now the distraction of this war as we move towards a new world order, right? Out of chaos comes destruction. I heard everything. I pay attention to everything. I heard Trump clearly when he said, this is the last time that you have to vote. I heard him clearly. I heard him clearly when they said, you own nothing and you'll be happy. So you telling me I don't own my Benz no more? My Benz is? You telling me I won't have my beautiful backyard with my oasis and my pond and my koi fish? You telling me I don't have my fish tank with my African cichlids? I'm not gonna have none of that. I'm not even gonna have my beautiful leather coats. None of the nice things that make me feel happy. You're telling me I don't even have my fire pit in my yard because I won't have my house. You will own nothing and still be happy. The only way that you can own nothing and still be happy is because everything is about to be taken away from you. The world is getting ready to be reduced to rubble. So when they actually give you these new cities in this new world order, them 15-minute cities, you'll be so happy for them to give you free meals that you can't travel outside of. Everything is moving towards a new world order with a new world leader. Well, some of us have been studying this for years, so we know where this is going. My thing is, we still going to work, going to school, and traveling in different directions during the day, and coming back towards the same direction during the night. Now, we don't know what's getting ready to happen. For all we know, this could be a shit show. But what we do know is, if my kids went to school in the Bronx, some of them is in Westchester County, and some of them is in Brooklyn. When those missiles start dropping, we don't know where they're going to drop at. You don't know where they're going to drop at. Will you find yourself being forced into a different direction from your family? Do you have an evacuation meeting point? Is your kid smart enough? Are you smart enough to meet and find that actual point? Could you make it to that point? If something jumps off right now, and missiles start dropping, will you ever see your family again? They may still be alive somewhere else, like the Walking Dead. You know, when Rick was in the hospital and his family was, man, that was a TV show.
They left it alive.
An hour away from
I
somebody.
thought it was something else.
It's an hour away. There is a possibility you will never run to the beginning of life. If an EMP hits us in America,
Hi. They were saying I needed a signature.
you're not forced to travel by foot. There's so many things that we have to take into consideration.
I'm
There's
taking my
some
bag off.
specific okay.
Hey,
It's
girl.
okay.
Hi.
You have no choice but to start having these conversations with your children. But you won't leave them in the dark. Have them in school like they like they were the home the Titanic.
You happy that I'm home? You
Send them a
missed
nursery rhyme, bedtime story, trying to put them to sleep when you know the ship is drowning. America is a sinking ship that is being sank on purpose by the powers that be.
What's the matter?
If you're not telling your kids what's going on and you're not having to talk what's going
Oh
on,
my God, my show.
you're doing them a disservice and you're doing them dirt. It's better for everybody to be on the same page. Don't make them believe that everything is going to be all right, or you just made a wrong with it. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I definitely feel this coming through the top of my house while I'm laying next to my wife and my kids. You're absolutely right. I fear the highways and the bridges full of the sharing.
You selling those?
I fear the power of man
You're making the same thing.
unleashed on this earth. I fear the power of evil men who created evil weapons because they had nothing else better
Wash
to
and
do.
clothes.
And as I sit back and I analyze the times that we are living in and what's going on right in front of my lying eyes, all I can think about is my ancestors and how we was invaded
That's your sweatpants.
in America. All I can think about is how we was invaded, our ancestors, and reduced to rubble. We went from being Native Americans to African Americans, and some of us never stepped foot on Africa a day in our life. We were conquered people who were stolen land, enslaved, and our memories was erased. We never got the land back. Now we just run around bragging about the projects. I'm gonna keep y'all updated, give you as much information as I possibly can. Make sure that
Let me put my food in. I am hungry.
freshness makes me want to be Mario. He has confidence that flies through the galaxy where nothing can this. Thankful slice. Now I smell silver.
You cut already? What do you have? That's what do you got? Why you eating it? You have to let the woman. You try your own meal that she's been trying. Oh, my shoulders. I'm gonna wash my hands from my face. I am so hungry. You have Apple TV, Malik?
No,
I think the only person that had Apple
Thank you.
TV